Wow, yesterday was amazing. I got to ride my Hayduke, I got to fly to Skydio 2 and make a video on that, and I got to fly my FPV drone around. So this video right here, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Hayduke. I haven't really done a full overview of it, so I'm going to do that. And then at the tail end of this video, I'm going to end it with some FPV drone flying, about 2 minutes worth. So if you're interested in the bike stuff, you can watch that part, and then at the end you can just skip the drone part if you're not interested in that stuff. But if you are, it's there for you. Anyway, let's get to it.
There we go. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, you get to see Biff number 2.
Hello, welcome to my channel. And I may be squinting because I got the sun right in my face. It's starting to set over that way. And I'm in my favorite little park here. And I got the Hayduke. So this little update, I just want to talk a little bit about this bike. I've been riding around, bunny hopping it, doing wheelies, and I got the Skydio out to do some filming. And I don't know if that footage is going to turn out or not yet, because I'm still new to using that drone and stuff. But hopefully it does. If so, there'll be a video on that soon. But in the meantime, let's talk about this bike, because I didn't really talk much about the bike during that video. One of the things that I really like about this bike is it's a 27.5 plus, which means that the overall diameter of these wheels is close to 29 inches. So it's going to have very similar characteristics to 29-inch bike, but with just a lot more traction and tread, bigger tire. Plus size seemed to kind of be on the downswing for the last couple of years, but now I think it's kind of found its place and it's on hold because there's still companies coming out with bikes with plus size tires. So I really like that because I just love the plus size deal right now. 2.8 seems to be the sweet spot. 3.0 is pretty cool, but it starts to get a little big. So because this is a 2.8, it's probably a little shy of a 29 inch. And if it was a 3.0, it'd probably be much closer to 29 inch. The fork, I have to figure that out. You can see how far this is up. I did add a bunch of air to it and set it up. It just seems like a really soft fork, so I might have to look into volume spacers and things, because I don't mind plushness at the low range, but once it starts to ramp up, I want it to firm up really fast. So I'll have to play around with the fork a little bit. It doesn't feel too bad. It does have this adjuster, but I feel like when you put it, it either goes into all lockout or soft. It doesn't feel like there's much range in here. Maybe there is and I just don't notice it, but it doesn't feel like much. But aside from that, everything else is super dialed. This bike feels light, probably because I'm used to riding my full suspension bike, which is like 34 some pounds. But I do like the short rear end, and when I pull up the front end, it comes up really easy. And I'm trying to figure out what the BB drop is. I think it's 50 millimeters, and all of that plays kind of a role in how the bike feels. One thing I do want to talk about is we're in the day and age of super slack, and there's even some hardtails that come out recently that have like really like 64, even 63 or whatever, just ridiculously slack head tubes. And on a hardtail, I just don't want that. So this is like a 67.6 or something, 0.7. I'll just put a comment right about here specifying what that is once I look it up. But it is not super slack. It's kind of a nice middle area. So like if you're thinking like DJ bike, you'll be up at more like 69. Cross country bikes, you know, sometimes they'll be 68, 68 and a half, things like that. A little slacker than like a cross country bike, but not like ridiculously slack. It is a 140 millimeter fork, which is nice. The bike rides really nice. I can tell you right now, I'm going to be able to shred on this bike. I'm able to bunny hop it really easily. I'm able to pop up the front wheel really easily. Like, the balance and the feel of this bike is spot on. Like, I'm super stoked I got it. I was, you know, kind of a spontaneous purchase, but I looked at the geometry on the website and it was right there, and for $1,500 it's not a bad deal. So Esker Hayduke, I love this thing. Okay, back to squinting in the sun. It is springtime, pretty much. The weather today is around 45, and it's going to be in the mid 40s and probably getting up to the 50s soon. And here in Minnesota in March, that's when all the snow goes away. But look at this snow mound. That thing's huge. That thing takes forever to melt. So, but you can see there's grass over there starting to expose, so it won't be long. I bet you in a couple days there'll be a bunch of grass here. And right over here is where I did a lot of my MTB hopper footage and stuff. So you might be familiar with this parking lot if you've watched a bunch of my videos. So just to recap, Esker Hayduke just got this bike less than a week ago. Really like it. I was thinking of putting higher rise bars on it, but I might leave these and see how I like them for a while, because it is a 140 millimeter fork, so I might not need to raise the bars a little bit. So that's it. I love this bike. Can you tell? More to come on my land. Again, with all this snow, it's pretty hard to do anything, but I am having somebody come look at it and find out where I'm going to build a house and all that stuff this week. So please like and subscribe. Got a lot more to come.